Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing. This is awkward.
I think last time you must have done it on your phone.
I don't think so. Okay. This is awkward. We'll see if we can do this.
Okay.
We're WT USAT Data and Facts, and we're driving home from the 2026 US Open, and we're going to just do a little podcast and touch on the pros and cons. Right, Don?
Right, Steph.
Okay. I'm Steph. This is Don. In case you didn't know. All right. So let's start with the pros. U.S. did really well. We got 3 gold medals, 5 silver medals, and I think 7 bronze medals.
I think so.
Yeah. So we got Faith Dillon in minus 57, Naomi Alaid in women's plus 73, and Victor Rodriguez in men's minus 74 for gold. Silver, we have Ethan Gunn minus 54, Michael Rodriguez in men's 68, Hannah Keck in women's plus 73, of course CJ Nelson in men's minus 80.
Let's call him CJ Nicholas.
Oh my God, why do I do that?
That's the second time at least.
That's CJ Nicholas, men's minus 80, and Kylie Lewis in women's minus 73.
No relation.
No, that was funny. And then we got 7 bronze. I'm not going to list all the names because I didn't write them down. I have a little tiny notepad here. So.
I remember a couple.
Done.
Catalina Fonseca in 46.
Yep.
Montana Miller in 57. Isaiah Young in minus 80. And others.
Okay.
Should we mention some other countries?
I just want to stick to U.S. right now.
Okay, let's do that.
I mean, we could talk about that later because we still never covered like the.
I haven't done the analysis.
The Canada Open. We haven't done the analysis, so this is just kind of a quick.
Let's do it.
One of the other pros, it was really nice to see everybody. We love going to the U.S. Open and just getting to see faces with comments on the chat site and Facebook or the WTUSAT Data and Facts. So we loved all the nice things everybody said. It was nice to feel appreciated.
We love that stuff.
I'm sure some people don't like us too much, but that's okay.
Yeah, they're a small minority.
Good. It's all good. We do our best to stick to data and facts, and sometimes we have opinions about those data and facts, and those can get out there too. But we try really hard to be objective and stick to the data and facts in regards to the sports analysis, which we won the podcast for best sports analysis. Yay!
Best analyst, the best female podcaster for Taekwondo for 2025. Stephanie Jones.
Okay. All right. On to some more pros for the U.S. Open. The speed and the smoothness of the tournament.
Yes. And why was that, Stephanie?
It was organized well.
And there's a big reason as to why it went so fast.
Okay, but we should give credit where credit's due. Who organized the tournament? You said it was...
well, the operations is usually Christine Simmons and Eric Winninger.
Yeah, they did a really good job, I have to say. It went really smooth. And there's no head protest, which made the matches go much quicker. It was more interesting to watch.
It was a big improvement.
Yeah, we'll get to the cons about the PSS in a second. So I thought that was really well with the tournament, the speed of it. We weren't there till 10 o'clock at night, for finals.
We were there before 5.
Yeah, it was done. It was really well. It was very smooth, I have to say, and they did a really good job. As far as the referees, there was a lot less interference with by the referees. We saw a few matches where they inserted themselves, but it's so much less. I have to say that was a pro.
I thought they did a good job. Their white pants were still distracting.
I wasn't going to bring it up, but you had to go there, Don.
I did.
Can you please bring back the black pants and a white shirt?
Or even the shiny dark gray ones. They're not bad either.
The tight white pants is just... mean, don't get me wrong, some look cute in them, but it's very few.
Very few.
Okay. Anyway, let's get to the cons. So the PSS, the data inconsistency, we saw this also with KP and P Gen 2 at the Canadian Open, is just too inconsistent to have the rules written around it working all the time. I don't know how there's not more lawsuits and how they're not liable for this BS, because you can't do that. I mean, it's just inconsistent, and you see some of the matches, one side gets the bad draw and the crappy, like,
oh, there's a combination of
when like one side doesn't score at all, and you see them kicking and you can hear the kick, but it's not scoring. The other side is just, a point making machine. It's like, what is going on here? The sensitivity of the PSS is constantly being tampered with. It's obvious. There's witnesses. We know what's going on. So it's not consistent, and yet the rules don't change until, they go change them.
Right, so there's the inconsistencies, like Stephanie said, went in all directions. So in the senior day, I saw a match that had 55 or 56 points scored. It was like 31-25 in one round. There was a junior match that we were told about, and we saw the match, 74 points in one round. And then it went the other way, where, like Steph said, only one side scoring.
25-0.
Or even, well, that was Faith.
I know that was Faith,
annihilated that
but they
Costa
checked
Rica
the
girl.
equipment,
and they checked the equipment,
and then it did the other opponent did score.
Yeah. We'll come back to Faith.
But there was other matches that
where zero, like
CJ 0-0
had a match where it was 2-0. The other guy won 2-0.
And Nicholas is a scoring machine. So
is that CJ Nelson.
Stop.
Okay, sorry.
Don't do that.
Okay. So.
All right, can we move on?
Yeah. What's next?
Because we've bitched enough about the PSS. Make it make sense. Make it standardized. Make it one set of sensitivity. Make it work. When shit breaks down, replace it with good working shit. Test it. Have standardized testing so it's always consistent and working at the same level, so that all athletes, make it fair. All right.
Fair is good.
I'm done bitching. Let's move on.
All right.
So the bad setup at the tournament. You could not see from the chairs. They need bleachers. CJ Nicholas's Mama Bear was threatened that they're going to kick her out because she was standing by, and they did this to a lot of different people, and you can't do that. Nobody's going to miss watching their kid fight, and you can't see a freaking thing from the chairs that they have set back that are all one level. So people have to stand up on the chairs because they can't see, or they have to move up towards, and then you've got, Mr. I'm the authority and I'm gonna walk around and move everybody away from the barrier, so they can't freaking see. Meanwhile, they paid to go and watch their kid and their friends fight. So get some freaking bleachers, like at one tournament they had a long time ago. I don't remember which US Open it was at, but people need bleachers or you can't see a damn thing. So fix that. Urgh.
Yeah, that was a huge problem.
It was a huge problem. Okay.
And there was a lot of spectators there. There were a few thousand people there.
Yeah, and you can't be threatening everybody and moving everybody back. They're just going to go right back because they can't see. So let them see, and you won't have that problem. Eliminate the cause of the problem. Jesus Christ, people, figure it out.
Figure it out.
All right. The other bad thing that happened was a stupid kid sat on my head.
How did that happen?
Well, I got a nap attack, and so there's nobody in my row. So I laid down while you were socializing and getting up close and near the barrier so you could see some fights. And then I curled up for like 10 minutes on 3 chairs, and I wake up thinking a chair fell on me. Oh, but no, some dumb kid walks over. The whole aisle of chairs is available, and he sits on my freaking head. And I like, what the fuck? I go, you just sat on my head? He goes, yeah, I'm sorry. I go, you didn't look where you were sitting? No. Like, Who doesn't look where they're sitting? He sat on my freaking head. I was so pissed. Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Okay, and the last con is, and this really is not the fault of US Open. It has nothing to do with US Open, except that they did construction on the only one little bar right outside the convention area where we could have a glass of wine and smoke a cigar. And it was under construction. I guess 2 days ago it wasn't under construction. So that was disappointing.
That was a big deal.
Yeah.
We had to go back to our hotel and do that.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
But it was disappointing. There was like nowhere to sit to
Right.
like relax and have a little glass of wine or
We
something.
still got some positives, don't we?
Yeah, we got good fights.
Good fights.
And I'm going to turn over to you because you're really good at remembering like
Okay.
the names and the weight classes.
Right.
And
So there were a lot of good fights. The ones that were...
I wrote down CJ
I know
and
which I'm going to say.
Chili.
I remember. So the best fight that I remember, and maybe it was because it was near the end, but no, it was just a great fight. It went 3 rounds. Female 46 final that Camila Salim from so-called Hungary and California, she won against another American expat who now fights for Costa Rica, JC Barrett, sorry, not Bartlett. Bartlett was the coach at WCAP. Barrett, fantastic fight. It was the reversed order of what happened previous week in Calgary in Canada, where Barrett won. In the last second, she tied it up and won on decision. This time, Camila won going away. Although, in the last second of the fight, JC Barrett slammed her in the head.
Wrap it up.
No, I'm going to keep going. Slammed her in the head.
Okay, well, my
She
hand
didn't
is
lose.
getting really tired.
She
holding
didn't
this.
lose.
Okay.
Also good fights.
62
CJ
Paul.
semifinal
Yep.
against
Chile.
Joaquin Churchill Martinez. And then also,
Faith
I'm
dominated.
watching the traffic. Faith dominated. She was the best fighter in the whole tournament. Should have got the female award.
I concur.
And then
Pola, minus 62.
minus 62, Paula Wasilewska, her first fight as a senior. She was down big, but with just a few seconds to go,
She was
kicked
tired.
and kicked and then
And
kicked
she
in the
did
head.
not give up.
And she tied it up and she won.
That was great to watch.
But she needs to work on her cardio, man.
Yeah, endurance for sure.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
but
she
you know
gassed
what?
out.
She had perseverance. I tell you what.
Yeah. And then she fought the woman who won the weight
Okay,
class from Ecuador.
Victor's final.
And Victor's final, into the first round, he's down by, I don't know, about 5 points. Body, turning kick, and a head kick all at once. Bang, bang! 7 points,
And
wins the round.
His PSS was not working well. There were so many kicks that didn't score that should have scored. The sensitivity was fooked.
Okay. So, your hand's getting tired? I think we're good.
Okay. All right. We'll talk to you guys all later.
Lewis out.
Yep. Jones out.